like people knowing, like every time he come in here, he trying to be the best. Don't matter who in the gym with him, who's not in the gym. That's pretty much just leave no doubt. Like never let nobody, and don't ever let nobody tell you where you're going, or because people's opinions don't matter. The thing that matters most is where you end up.
Hello, everyone. This is author Tim Brown, the book Uncommon Athletes, Filled with Passion, Fuel Your Purpose. I'm excited to have with me Eli Burke, a senior at Africentic high school, had a great high school career in basketball, and then life has just taken a turn for him. You know, so how you doing today?
Good, I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Let's go back. Tell me a little bit about when you realized school was closed and back actually around this time in March, and then you guys were going to have to do remote learning for the rest of the year. How was that for you?
Well, at first, I thought of it as like a break from school for a little bit, you know, like, but then it turned into the rest of the year, and I didn't know how I was going to be able to succeed on remote learning because I've never done it before. It was like being homeschooled, but I mean, it turned out pretty good for me. I mean, it didn't really like affect my grades. It actually helped my grades a little bit. So it was pretty good, but I didn't think it was going to last as long as it did.
Yeah. So in terms of that, with COVID and all that, you didn't get to do summer basketball. What were some of your thoughts about the loss of that spring AAU summer season? I know it's important. You were a junior at that time, going to your senior year. I know you're looking forward to going to shootouts, camps, playing in big tournaments. What were your thoughts about losing that time?
Well, off rip, I knew it was gonna hurt my recruitment a lot. So that didn't it caused me to not be able to get as many looks as I probably should have gotten, or the schools that wanted to come watch me but just couldn't. It just hurt my recruiting a lot. It was just off rip, I knew it was gonna hurt my recruitment.
Yeah. So how did you prepare mentally and physically for that senior season? You know, knowing coaches can't see you. What were you doing to prepare yourself?
I was just staying in the gym and keeping my mind on, like, you have to be ready for any opportunity that comes because you don't know when it's gonna come, where it's gonna come from. So my mind was just locked in on making sure I'm prepared for anything that comes.
Right. And as you say, anything comes. So you got to play football, you know, and after
Right.
since you had some success on the football field, made it to the state playoffs. I know you're excited about that. You guys were practicing basketball, preparing for the season. And then all of a sudden, all that Columbus Public Schools put that on pause. You know, how could you keep going through all of that? You know?
I had to keep remembering that my game will be bigger than just my high school career. I mean, it's going to go further than my high school career. I knew I was going to be a player at the next level, so I had to stay in the gym so I could be ready for that opportunity.
Yeah. What was that feeling like,
you know,
when they opened back up and they said, "Hey, we're gonna start back up basketball"? How'd you feel then?
Good. It was let's go. That
Yeah.
was the feeling. Let's go. Let's get it done. Let's get it started.
Yeah, you guys definitely got it started. You know, you
Right.
actually won the city league, and then you get the word. Well, this has been a roller coaster ride for you guys and for you
Yeah,
personally,
man.
for sure.
It's been crazy.
Yeah, and then you get the word that you couldn't play in the city championship game. Not only that, but the state tournament as well because of COVID kind of invaded your team.
Right.
Once again, what's been keeping you going? You know.
Just that thought. I got more career left in me, but beyond high school, beyond everybody gets to play. You know, I got college ahead of me. But it still hurt though. It still hurt a lot because the city championship, like, it was coaches that were going to be watching me in that game and then watching me in the state tournament. And me not being able to get that, it just hurt my recruitment a lot still. But I mean, I still have opportunities to go to the next level, and I got to keep that in mind at all times.
Yeah, that's a very mature, mature mindset, a mature young man. And I know you've grown to that point. So what
Right.
kind of experience have you had in life that have gotten you to this point where you realize, hey, this thing is bigger than just one season or bigger than just a game?
Uh, just like being around the game a lot, and like you just see so many stories of people like they didn't have the greatest high school career, or uh even when they were in college, they weren't looked at as a top prospect for the draft, and like they like John Morant type stories. Like
Mhm.
it could all end up great in the end through all the hard times and the grind. It could all end up good in the end. And with my own talent, like I've showed, and at times I've showed like what I could actually do and my potential to be great at the sport. You know.
Yeah, that's the key word you said, potential. Because
Mm-hmm.
I've known you for a while, watch you through middle school and through high school and just watching your growth. Every year you've gotten better. So every season you've gotten better. Every year you added something new to your game. I saw you out here dunking now,
Yeah.
and all that, every year. And so you can tell you put that time in the gym. You put that time in preparation. So can you talk about what are some things you're doing now to prepare for that next chapter, and not just athletically, but academically as well? Because when you go to college, it's more than just playing basketball. There's some
Right.
academic requirements and all that. So what kind of things are you doing now to prepare you for that next chapter in your life?
Well, academically, I've been working on my time management because I'm going to be on my own in college. I'm not going to have my parents to be on my back about my grades and stuff. I just been working on staying on a steady pace with my grades, like making sure they don't get too low. Make sure I don't get behind on assignments. Make sure I'm staying on top of things, and sometimes even getting ahead on some
Mhm.
things, so it could like take the stress off of you.
That's good.
And then athletic wise, I just been working on my three from range and just sharpening everything up, making sure it's next level worthy, so I could make an immediate impact in college.
Yeah, that's the key, being next worthy, next level worthy, because I know you realize as a basketball player, high school, you want to make sure your game transitions to that next level. There's
Right.
different things that you have to add to that game to be ready. So it sounds like you're in a good space, as far as those things goes and preparing yourself for that next level. Lastly, and this is really about, I wanted to have you on just to leave an encouragement to some young guys. So I'm gonna give you 2 to 3 minutes that you're the guest for 5. You're the guest speaker at the banquet. It's a
Mm-hmm.
high school banquet. You're the guest speaker at the banquet for your high school team. You got underclassmen, your peers are there, and they and just give them that word of encouragement. What would you say to them about this whole journey that you've gone through? And you can go back to middle school, high school, and even this journey through this last year and a half. What words would you do to encourage them? So I'm gonna set it up well. I got to give you a nice hand clap, introduce you, and then I'm gonna turn you loose. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so excited today to have with us as our guest speaker at this year's high school banquet, a young man who's gone through a lot, but he's overcome those things. And we've asked him to come and share a word of encouragement to you guys, and especially to you underclassmen as you prepare for the upcoming season and those things that may come in your life. So let's give a nice warm welcome to Elijah Burke.
Uh,
Hey.
hey, everybody. I'm Eli. Wherever I'm at during that time, I'm gonna say that, and then I'm gonna go into in middle school. I was never the top prospect guy in middle school. I was never the guy that everybody was looking at. Oh, he's gonna be really good in high school. Um, and also when I got to eighth grade, I stopped taking my grades as serious, and I was ineligible to play that year. So that really messed up a lot of my stuff. But then I got to high school, I still wasn't taking. I got into high school. I'm 5'8", 120 pounds, small kid, right? So, and I'm not really taking my work serious. So, I mean, for starters, take your work serious from the get-go. As soon as you get into high school, it matters. Everything you do matters. Put in the work, because it's not about where you are right now. It's about where you're going, and the work you're willing to put in to get where you're trying to go. So I got in the gym, worked hard on my body, ended up growing a few more inches, put some weight on my body, but still my grades were low. And then I sat down with the I Know I Can counselor. She pulled me into her office and was like, basically, you cannot, no matter what schools are talking to you, you cannot accept the scholarship with the GPA you have right now. So that's what it took for me to finally start taking it serious. But I'm telling y'all, don't let something have to happen for you to kick into that gear that you need to take your grades serious, because they matter earlier than you think. So, and I feel like if I would have took it serious earlier, maybe I wouldn't have missed out on some looks from schools, some high academic schools. So take that serious, and it's just gonna help you. I know school isn't the funnest thing for us athletes, but it's something we have to do to get what we want. So you have to take that serious early. And when it comes to the gym, and like, hard work is just all I ever knew. So you gotta work hard. It's gonna take sweat equity to get what you want. You're gonna have to sweat, and you're gonna have to hurt to get where you want to be. If it's somewhere high, if you want to be the best, you gotta put in a lot of work. A lot of work comes with that. And then so we fast forward, I'm working, and then we get to my senior year, and it's cut short, and I don't get the looks that I'm looking for throughout my high school career, basically. So my thing would be, come into every situation you get, every opportunity, every chance you get to play the game as an opportunity. So go into every opportunity with a leave no doubt attitude. When you leave the gym, you want everybody to know that you were the best in the gym every single time. Don't be lax. Don't play around with it. Leave no doubt every single time you're in the gym. And that's going to help you at the next level. And that's going to help you. That's going to help people. People are going to see that, and that's going to matter. Like, people knowing, like, every time he come in here, he trying to be the best. Don't matter who in the gym with him, who's not in the gym. That's pretty much, just leave no doubt. Like, never let nobody, and don't ever let nobody tell you where you're going, or because people's opinions don't matter. The thing that matters most is where you end up, and that's where you end up is going to be based off of how much work you put in and what you show. So,
wow, that's powerful there. Leave no doubt. Yeah, leave no doubt. So, and you left no doubt. You left no doubt. But I want to encourage you that that God has a plan and a purpose for your life. That the work
yes,
that
sir,
you put
definitely.
in.
Have faith in God too, kids.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Put God first in
work,
everything you do. God first.
Yeah, the work you put in will be honored. You know, they say what you do in the dark comes out in the light. And that time that you've done in the dark, you know, that hard work you put in when nobody else is in the gym, you know, that time that you spent on this virtual, you know, in the classroom and raising your grades, that people didn't see that dark times, you know, they didn't see the dark time, but it came out in the light. Every time you step foot on that court, you left no doubt. You left no doubt that this is my court. I own this. And I want you to keep that same attitude as you go forward. So I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for these words of encouragement. And I want to wish you the best as you go forward. And I'm looking forward to that, seeing you play at the next level. You know, I know you got a lot of basketball left in you for sure. I'm looking forward to that. All right, Eli. So thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me, for sure.